Dream, I like to inspire and motivate adults to dream again. Because as we go through life and take on our different roles and responsibilities, we tend to put our dreams on the back burner. And my goal here at DawnDares2Dream is to help you pick those dreams back up and to pursue them again. Now, I want you to understand, I started DawnDares2Dream because I wanted to relay my message and my heart and my feelings across to whomever would listen. It can be difficult getting your closest family and friends to understand the way that you believe and when you try to express it and share it. So this was like my backdoor way into letting everybody know. Now, I may have lost some viewers as a result of that because they don't agree, and that's fine. I am definitely a proponent of everyone having their own thoughts, their own process, their own mindset that works for them. Your religion works for you, you keep that. No one's telling you to get rid of that. Whatever it is that works for you, continue to use it. I'm just saying that sprinkle some of this other information on it, this personal development information that I'm providing you, and see where your life takes you and how you take off personally. Take it out. But always remember, we are in control of how we see our environment. I don't care what everyone says it looks like or everyone says it is. We are in control of how we choose to perceive the environment. Hey dreamers, welcome back. And thank you to all the new dreamers who stopped by DawnDares2Dream today to see what we're all about. Well, if you've been following me, you know I'm on my 21-day cleanse. And today I want to talk about what that journey has looked like for me, because I think I make it look easy posting on social media, but it isn't. And I want to talk about how to be prepared for a cleanse or what to expect when you're on such a long cleanse. Because I made a 3-week commitment, not realizing how difficult that was going to be. Also, I want to tell you a little bit about the spiritual journey that I have been on since I've been cleansing, because when you are not obsessed with food, and not that I'm ever obsessed, but food is a major part of our lives and we're always thinking about it. And so with not thinking about, ooh, how great food is going to be, it gave me space to think about other things in my life, things that I want to do, places I want to go, and it just opened me up, if that makes any sense, because I had a meal plan and I was eating these things, whether they taste good or not, because they fit within my calorie count and they were on the cleanse list of items that I could eat. So I didn't think, it was no, what am I having? Like, yeah, what's in the fridge? It was none of that. It was already pre-planned, and even if the whole meal wasn't pre-planned, what type of food I could eat was pre-planned. Also today, we are going to make some smoothies. I'm making smoothies for the entire family today, for myself, my son, and my mother. The reason why I am doing this is because I am now going to be taking sea moss on a daily basis. Now, I don't know if you've heard of sea moss. It's all over, I feel like my social media, probably because I looked it up. And you know how when you look up something, it's like that's all the ads come in your feed. And so I have family members who take sea moss, but never told me about it. So I'm like, okay, it's supposed to be this immune booster. We have COVID-19. So there's like sea moss is all the rage in certain communities, I guess. So sea moss is a natural thing. It grows in the Caribbean, and you have to take it out, dry it, and pack it, ship it. And then you commence to making the sea moss gel that we are going to put in our smoothies today. I'm not going through all of that. I could buy the dried sea moss and make it myself and do all that. I'm not doing it. There are a lot of vendors out here who actually do it. And I have a local vendor from Houston that I purchased from on social media, but they're from Houston. So I'm going to continue to use them because I'm patronizing a small business. So if you're interested in sea moss, you ever want to know what it was, it's supposed to have 92 of the 102 minerals that our body is made of and that we need to replenish. So it's a very good item to take, but I hear it kind of tastes like the beach because it comes out of the ocean. So what people tend to do is put it in a blender. I also bought the pills, but I'm having issues swallowing those little veggie cap gel, those veggie cap gel cap pills. I'm having an issue. So, and I don't like the way they taste. And so I'm thinking putting the sea moss in the smoothie is going to be the best bet because that's what's recommended. I also was curious whether or not this is just a fad or is this a real thing. And what I realized was a lot of the comments, people from the islands would say, y'all are paying for that. We go to the sea and just pick it up, you know, and they make their smoothies, they eat it. And they've been doing this forever. So the thought of us paying $30 for a bottle of sea moss gel is ludicrous to them. And so a lot of them had those kind of comments. And that's what made me realize this is real. It's just that sea moss doesn't grow naturally in the United States. So if we're going to get it, it has to be sourced. So people are sourcing it from the Caribbean and selling it to people like the business I bought mine from. So if I could get it naturally, I would, but I can't. So I'm going to do it this way, and I'm going to let you know if there are any health changes that I feel. Now, I've been on this cleanse for 21 days, right? So I feel a lot of different things. Prior to the cleanse, I was having headaches. I was dizzy. And I think that had something to do with starting from Thanksgiving, eating in a horribly bad way that I should not eat, and then just kind of carrying it through December. I just felt kind of out of sorts. So I already feel better because of the cleanse. I also, another benefit, to be honest with you, is I'm a pretty like in your face kind of person, kind of aggressive a little bit, I would say. And since not eating meat, and this happens to me every time I don't eat meat, I feel more calm and laid back and more relaxed. I don't feel as stressed and jittery. You know, I'm bipolar, right? So I kind of live in I have some anxiety all the time. I feel it in my body, but I haven't felt that since I've been eating this way. And it's been making me think, do I want to continue to eat this way for the rest of my life? Because it's very beneficial for me. I see so many benefits. Now, the challenge is, it's not easy not eating meat. It's a difficult task. So what I've been saying to myself is, versus putting that strain on myself, I'm gonna be a vegetarian / vegan most of the time. And when I crave something, I'm gonna eat it. I'm not even gonna just jump and include the seafood next week. Now, I probably will include it just because I want something different. But the goal is to find this week, during my research, find a lot of good vegetarian / vegan recipes so that I don't desire to eat the meat unless I'm just craving for something in particular. So we're going to see how this goes. After the 21 days, I am not going to stop telling you what it is that I'm doing. Probably once a week or twice a month, something like that. I'm going to come to you with a video where I'm talking about what's happening with my food trends. I'm also going to continue to cook and talk, cook and inspire, cook and motivate, because that's like my thing, right? So I'm still going to do that, and what you're going to see is the food is going to kind of change. It's going to be more vegan, vegetarian type food that I'm bringing to you, because I want people to know that there are tasty options out here for this lifestyle. So now I want to go ahead and make these smoothies. So for my mother, I am making a frozen strawberry, left a couple, banana smoothie. And I'm going to add in the vanilla almond milk as I normally do. So there we go for that. And I usually add in about a cup of almond milk. So that's what I'm going to do for her. And let me get the sea moss. This is the sea moss that I am using. I found them on social media. They're local to Houston. So if you're in Houston and you're interested in getting sea moss and you don't know where to get it from, this place has great packaging, great labeling, and they even include an information card in their delivery. So I like them because they appear to be extremely professional. And this is the information card that they gave us. And then on the back, they have more description. Now, I did get the sea moss, the one with the Bladderwrack. I think that's how you say it. Let's see here. Yeah, I got, the Bladderwrack and sea moss. So there were two items, it seemingly, that were being advertised with the sea moss. And it was the Bladderwrack, and it was something else. Is it on here? Because they have two types. Yeah, I don't know, but Bladderwrack and something else was always paired with it, even in the pills. So I said that must be something good for me to take. So when I got this sea moss, I got it with an extra added something, something. Now the recommendation is that you do 1 teaspoon to 2 teaspoons a day. So I'm gonna give her 2. It doesn't smell any kind of crazy. So let's see. I think it's gonna be just fine. Okay, so we're gonna pour this in a glass for my mom. Look at that consistency. I need to give her all of that, so I'll give her in a side cup. There we go. So I'll give it to her in this little container so she can add it in as she drinks. Wow, let me go take this to my mother. Is make my son smoothie. And what I did with him, we were talking yesterday and we were talking about the immune system, and he said, what's the immune system? So I explained to him what it was. It's the thing that helps us fight off diseases and sicknesses like COVID. And I told him that I was looking into, I think there's zinc and calcium, or zinc, calcium, and vitamin D that you can take as well. I know someone doing that. But I believe the sea moss has that in it. So if I'm drinking the sea moss with all the other minerals that are in there, I am getting more than just the pill. But, so I was gonna do that. So he was like, well, aren't we supposed to take, you said we was gonna take some zinc or something. And I said, yeah. I said, what I wanna do is try the sea moss and see how it is, see how you like it. If you don't, then we'll go to the pill form. And I asked him, I said, well, I wanna make you a smoothie. I said, so what flavors do you like? Because my son is on the spectrum, and just smells, touch, taste, you know, it's a neurological disorder, right? So all of these things, all these senses that we have that connect to our brain and stimulate us, it stimulates people on the spectrum in a different way. So I need to make sure whatever it is I'm gonna do is to his taste, because he's not a picky child. His body literally sends off different messages to his system when something is too much for him. We're gonna move on. So he told me he wanted a banana and peanut butter. Those were the flavors that he liked. So let me put some ice in the blender. Okay, so we have our ice. We are going to put our banana in there. And then we're going to use the peanut butter. And I'm going to give him a healthy portion of peanut butter so that the smoothie does have he likes, you know, the peanut butter flavor, so it's a heavy flavor. We're going to, let me get the milk first. I'm trying to put less because I don't want his smoothie to be so large so he'll drink the entire thing. And then we'll do 2 teaspoons of the sea moss. And if we're all gonna do sea moss, which I didn't know they were gonna be into, I'm gonna need to buy more than what I have. So I'm gonna get him a cup and pour. Give him a straw. Let's see how he likes it. So I spoke to both of them. My mom liked her smoothie a lot. My son likes his, but he was like, do I have to drink all of this? So I have to make sure to maybe do a half a banana and make, half a cup of milk and make it really short so he can just drink it, because he's not drinking the smoothie as a meal like I'm doing, and neither is my mother. So I have to find a way to think about that and make the ingredients less. So I told him just drink as much of it as he can, but he really does like it. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna make my smoothie. And what I did was I kept the liquid from his because I'm making a peanut, not a peanut butter, but a cashew butter smoothie. So I figured I'll just leave his items in there. So I do 1 scoop. Get it out. Okay, it's hard. Because the cashew butter says to store it in the refrigerator, so it's hard instead of creamy and smooth. So we're gonna add in the flax seeds, and we're gonna do some more milk. Oh, let's not forget the sea moss. 1, 2. So now I get a ginormous cup for myself. Let's taste. See? It tastes as normal as it always does. I don't taste anything different. It tastes just fine. So I just wanted to end this video saying it's great to do something like a 21-day cleanse, but it works on your mind. There were so many days where I said to my mother, no one knows whether I'm really doing it or not. I could just eat something else, because some days I really wanted to eat something else. But you know what? I made this commitment to myself. So when you're doing something like this and you want to so-called cheat, remember the only person you're cheating is yourself. And I'm not telling anyone to do a 21-day cleanse to start cleansing. If you've never cleansed before, you've never drank juice for more than just a morning, I'm not telling you to do that. Ease into it. Do it for 1 whole day. Do it for 2 whole days. Do it for 3 whole days. You know what I mean? Just ease into what it feels like and what it looks like, because it's very tempting. For me, for the 7 days, when I get to the hump, day 4 is so difficult. It's like, oh, I've been doing this for 3 days. I just don't feel like it. I'm over it. That's how I felt. Day 4 for the smoothies, day 4 for the veggies. So I'm looking forward to day 4 with even the cooking. I probably may have some issues, but I'm going to do my best to find some really good recipes, like I said, because this is a path I want to continue on. But this is going to mess with your mind. So you know how I have my workbook out, Mindset, Belief, Action, MBA, that you can get. So if you want to get that, go to my website, and you can click on the link to my website in the description for this video. Click on that link. When you get there, a pop-up is going to pop up, and it's going to say subscribe. When it's asking you to give your first name and your email address so that we can send you the actual workbook. And I'm telling you, this is all about mindset. But for me, I believed in the results because I've done this before. I did a 21-day cleanse before. It was similar to what I'm doing now, I think, but it was designed by some guy's program, and I paid $100 to do it. And they gave you these pills, and you drank the olive oil that I always tell you about, the olive oil and the pills to help flush your system out. And you drink it, not regular olive oil, but cold pressed olive oil. If you look in your markets nowadays, you can see it. When I first did my first when I did my first cleanse, I didn't see it in the market. So we had to order it online from the people we were doing the cleanse with. And my first cleanse I did with my son's dad. And so it was nice having someone in the house with you who was doing the same thing. So if you have a spouse or some children or grown children, teenage children, and you can get them to get on board with you, it's really nice to have that kind of support, because in the house you don't have to smell people cooking and doing all these things that tempt you. Now, my mother didn't cook that much. She ate a lot of sandwiches, so that was really helpful. She cooked maybe 2 or 3 times, cook. So I haven't had too many smells in the house, and sometimes I don't want her food anyway, so it didn't really bother me. But you know, my son's home, he wanted me to make him pizza, and I put the pizza in the oven, and I'm slicing it, and usually I slice myself off a little sliver, you know? I couldn't do that at this time. And if you saw the video where it was the birthday cake, where I did the cleanse versus the birthday cake, who won? The cleanse won. But boy, when I cut that cake, I got icing on my finger, and I was gonna lick it, and I said, I can't lick it. I'm on a cleanse. So I was really dedicated and committed to this. And I'm a pretty extreme person. When I'm gonna do something, I'm like all in. That's just how I am, and I wanna see the results and the benefits. But the reason why I really did a 21-day cleanse this time is because after realizing how my body was all out of whack from like November to all of December, I said, I have to do something. I have to make a change. So the change I decided to make was to do this cleanse and stay in a cleanse mentality. And then now noting what the benefits are, it makes me want to do it and stay, because I feel healthier, I feel cleaner, I feel lighter. And granted, I have lost about 11 pounds, so that might be why I feel light. But it's being helpful. You know how I've been reading the 12 Laws of the Universe? I finally finished because I wasn't watching any television. Because when you're doing something like this, you have to kind of seclude yourself. Now granted, it's the pandemic, I'm just in a house, but I watch a lot of television, love TV, always have, and I couldn't watch it. So my son keeps asking me every day, you never turn the TV on, you never turn the TV on, because it's weird. And then he finally said last night, after asking me a million times that I was not going to turn the TV on, he said, maybe this is just the new normal. And I said, maybe. And I think I probably will watch some television, but I can tell you I've been more motivated. I am actually writing and working on my online course and putting all those topics and ideas together. Had a clarity since I've been on a cleanse. So it's really put me in a very productive headspace. So if you have anything you need to do and you really need to accomplish, when you're on a cleanse, it's a great time to do it, because you're not doing your normal activities. Well, I hope you got something out of this. I just really wanted to express what the cleanse did for me, how hard it was, but how rewarding it was at the same time. Drop me a comment if you have any questions. Also, if you like this video, subscribe. My face is going to be up here in a circle, so click on my face, select the gray bell, select all, and that way you'll be subscribed to my channel, and you'll be notified to all the new content that I place up here to YouTube. Also over here, I'm going to put up 2 playlists. The playlist is going to be for the cleanse, 21-day cleanse series, also for the NBA workbook series as well. Take a look at those. If you've missed any videos, you can hop around, you can go back and see what I've been doing and see what dishes that I actually made. So thank you for hanging out with me today, and have a great day, dreamers.